Let's play a game. I'm going to show you two pictures. One is of a Kamala Harris campaign event, the other a Donald Trump rally. Your job, dear reader, is to guess which one is which. Ready? Okay, here's your first clue. One picture shows a crowd so big you can barely see the end of it. And the other one? It's just sad. Like really sad. See? Easy, right? Turns out judging a politician's popularity by the size of their crowds isn't exactly rocket science, unless, of course, you're Donald Trump. A man who seems to believe that crowd size is a flexible concept, much like his relationship with the truth. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, seems to draw in crowds that are genuinely enthusiastic and supportive. Trump often claims his rallies are the biggest and the best, but the evidence sometimes tells a different story. Harris's events are often filled with energy and excitement, reflecting a strong connection with her audience. Meanwhile, Trump's rallies can sometimes appear less impressive, with empty seats and a lack of the fervor he boasts about. So, next time you see a political rally, take a closer look. The size and energy of the crowd can tell you a lot about the candidate's appeal. And remember, while crowd size isn't everything, it can be a telling sign of a politician's true support. So who do you think has the bigger, more enthusiastic crowds? The answer might just surprise you. Remember that time Trump claimed he could have filled Fifth Avenue with supporters? He painted a picture of a sea of people, shoulder to shoulder, all there to cheer him on. It was a bold statement, one that left many scratching their heads and wondering if it was fact or fiction, or when he insisted his inauguration crowd was the biggest in history. Yeah, about that. The aerial shots told a different story, one that didn't quite match up with his grandiose claims. The comparisons with previous inaugurations were stark, and the numbers just didn't add up. Trump's relationship with crowd sizes is like his relationship with 2 scoops of ice cream. He wants you to think he's got more than everyone else, even if it means melting down under the harsh reality of a single scoop. It's a classic case of perception versus reality, where the image he projects is often larger than life. He's basically the king of crowd inflation, a master illusionist who could probably convince you that the Brooklyn Bridge is held up by dental floss and wishful thinking. His ability to spin a narrative is unmatched, making you question what's real and what's just a cleverly crafted illusion. Now, let's talk about Kamala. When she holds an event, people actually show up. Not because they've been bussed in or promised a free MAGA hat. They come because they believe in her message, her vision, her pantsuits, the whole shebang. It's not a cult of personality, it's a coalition of concerned citizens who actually want to make America, well, better. You know, the opposite of what usually happens after a Trump rally. Section 4. An intimate gathering of the devoted, all 200 of them. Speaking of Trump rallies, have you noticed they're not exactly drawing the same hordes of people they used to? It seems like the only folks left are the diehards, the ones who still think climate change is a hoax, and Hillary Clinton runs a pizza-based child trafficking ring. It's gotten so bad that Trump could probably hold his next rally in a medium-sized Arby's and still have room for the Secret Service. Section 5. Truth or consequences. The crowd doesn't lie. Here's the thing, you can't spin a crowd, you can't Photoshop enthusiasm, and you definitely can't fake the kind of genuine support that Kamala Harris is building. One town hall, one policy speech, one perfectly tailored pantsuit at a time. The truth, as they say, is in the numbers. And those numbers aren't looking so good for the former guy with the bad comb-over and even worse policies. Section 6. Spread the word, not the delusions. Join the resistance. This is a call to action for everyone who believes in the power of truth and the importance of genuine leadership. So, the next time you see Trump bragging about his huge crowds, remember this: crowd size isn't everything. It's easy to be swayed by the sheer number of people, but we must look deeper. What matters is the message, the movement, and the millions of Americans who are ready for a leader who values truth over Twitter rants and actual policy over petty grievances. We need someone who prioritizes the well-being of the nation over personal vendettas. Don't let the noise drown out the facts. In a world filled with distractions, it's crucial to stay focused on what truly matters. Share this message far and wide. Use every platform available to you. Social media, community gatherings and personal conversations. Let's make sure everyone knows the jig is up, the crowd has spoken and they're ready for a change. Together we can amplify our voices and ensure that the call for change is heard loud and clear across the nation.